So when I look inside of the conscious circles, which I said at the Black Power Conference, homosexuality and bisexuality is on the rise in the conscious circles. Are you following me? And they're even using the Medunetta and the pyramid text to justify it. But you're sitting back and you're watching this and no one's saying anything. So while we're having these big time debates up in Harlem, which I guess is cool if that's what you want to do as entertainment, but it's not cool. And I'm not disrespecting Sonnet. I love the brother. But let's drag some of these crackers up to Harlem and debate them. Matter of fact, you ain't drag them. They're already in Harlem. Let's just pull them out of some of them brownstones and debate them. Are you following me? How many people have read the new crime bill? Okay, if you study the crime bill, you would know that we don't even need, in the Patriot Act, we don't need to debate one another. We need to put the pressure on the Obama administration to actually do what they claim they were going to do in the first place. I would never need to talk about Barack Obama today. But inside of Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's book, The ISIS Papers, the 9th chapter deals with the motherfucker and the original motherfucker. No, see, if you haven't read it, then you need to sit back and take the lesson. We're not the motherfuckers, man. It's them other people that feel they need to snuggle up next to the black woman in order to enter into the hereafter. But y'all not going to let that happen, are y'all sisters? You see, they real smooth with it. They come, yes they are. No, they real smooth. I wish, seriously, I wish I had a camera on every circle that I operated in. You will see them. You see, I see them. But they think I'm rough, rugged, and raw. Are you following me?
That's what they tell us about you. Come on, man.
Okay, well, can I be real with y'all? And I'm throwing this out there. If I would have just been quiet in 1988 and 89, could I have not been successful in hip hop and music and business and whatever? If I would have just been quiet. Are you following me? But
might have a reality TV show by now.
exactly. I'd have a white woman and a nice car, a nice home, a few little white friends. Are you following me? And I would do some of the things y'all do. But I said no, not at all. Because how could you go through a rites of passage, understand the ma'afa, understand what happened to us during that period where they came into Africa and how we were tricked? How could you understand just the slave dungeons and how they cable towed us, put us in the holds of ships and brought us 9,000 miles into America through the Virgin Islands and dehumanized us, took everything from us, name, language, culture, God, religion, and dehumanized us? How could you know all that and then try to come to terms with the fact that a lot of young people say to me today that they had nothing to do with slavery? Are you following me? How do you come to terms with all of that, then come up all through the legacy of black music? And then the 70s hit, dealing with this ungodly music called disco. Hip-hop is born, right? We're watching hip-hop from the comfortable place on Long Island, and we see the birth of hip-hop in the Bronx. How could you know all of that, formulate a rap group, and talk about foolishness? Are you following me? No. We came together, and we said we're going to raise the conscious level of the people, or we're going to die trying. So guess what? Flav is where he is, Chuck is where he is, S1Ws and other people are where they are, but this is where I am on my job, right here today in Baltimore. Are you following me? So, we're about to turn this on, but please don't get the motherfucker and the original motherfucker confused.
That's right.
You're the motherfucker, according to them.
Right.
Are you following me? They are the original motherfuckers.
That's right.
And I mean that in a metaphysical kind of way, which what they're doing to the earth.
Right.
And what they're doing to the black woman.
That's right.
I taught about the macro and the micro womb of the black mother goddess.
Come on, brother.
Are you following me?
Sure.
And as Sister Ra teach, The only way hip-hop is going to get right is if we put the black woman back on the throne in hip-hop to balance this thing out. Are you following me? That's the only way it's going to happen. Now, y'all have an awesome task. Christians, can I see how many Christians in the audience? Y'all know y'all need to stop. Okay, for the undercover Christians that are in the house. y'all have an awesome task because now y'all got to go back and take this information back to the church. But you getting hit upside the head with the homosexuals in the church. That's a hell, I don't know how y'all going to do that. I asked a Muslim brother from India a question this morning. I said, is there racism and is there homosexuality in Islam? He kind of says, well, brother, stop playing with me. I know what Islam says, but I also know what it does. Are you following me? So, but answer the question. Is there? Are you following me? Now I'm going to tell y'all straight up, and this may sound kind of radical. If we have to take all of the religious madness and flush it down the toilet and start over, then so be it. But straight up, we're going to survive this for real. Seriously. So let me boot this up, and while I'm doing that, I already see some people are fidgeting and trying to figure out what the rest of this lecture is going to be about. Don't worry, because Malcolm said, when you throw a rock in the crowd of dogs, the only one to holler is the one that get hit. So I know the Asian is out there, and he's hot right now. You understand what I'm saying? Simply because there's people clapping and we're feeling good. Some of y'all are full about to go to sleep, but that's cool. But the Asian is out there, so what we want to do is we want to stand up and let's hug the agent real tight. Can we do that? Everybody stand up and greet somebody. Can y'all do that? Stand up and greet the person in back of you, next to you, or side of you. Hold this good, brother.
All right, everybody greet somebody, man. Give them another thing for coming out. All right? Got some sisters still sitting down here and stand up. Greet somebody. Otherwise, you're sticking out like a sore agent now. All right? Well, hug your man next to you, all right? Hug the sister next to you. Don't hug too long, though. Don't hug too long. We'll be looking at you.
I'm going to do a recap of some of the things I talked about the last time I was here, but there's some other things I definitely need to discuss. And at the end of the particular lecture, I like to do something kind of different. At the end of the lecture, if someone in the audience truly has some real solutions that I can pass on to the brothers and sisters at the next lecture, all right, so we can all be on the same page. There was something I attempted to do several years ago, is come up with a life curriculum. And I let the brothers know that I passed it on to, that no one should put their name on it. We should build a pyramid inside of the self and us as a collective people. And we should kind of build on everything that our ancestors have left for us, which should serve as a life curriculum. And everyone, regardless of who you are, have to go back through this particular life curriculum. Now, August 1st is my born day. I'll be 50 years old, so I'm going to have to put on some glasses. Man, you know, when you get to that age and you start holding stuff out here to read it, some of y'all are already there, man. I just want to say this last thing before we get started. Now, don't ask me about these glasses, man. My daughter said, you know, you look like an old man. I probably do, but this is something very interesting that I kind of let people know. And this book is the Sex Imperative by Mwali Muke Bomani Baruti. Inside of the Sex Imperative, he, in the 9th chapter, he talks about a tradition of purpose and order. And we have to understand that particular title. It has to be a tradition of purpose, but the purpose has to have ma'at, truth, balance, justice, reciprocity, and order. But this says we must look at the psychopathology of everyday life, and we must recognize we cannot have it both ways. We cannot talk about a people who have enslaved us, who discriminate against us, who insult us, who do all manner of other things against us, and then use them as models of normality. And yet these people are held up as normal and are used as the standard against we measure ourselves as a people. And these people are used as the models for us to determine the way we wish our children to behave. That is Amos Wilson. And I often say after I read that, it is impossible for you to wake your children up every morning, feed them Rice Krispies and Captain Crunch and Frosted Flakes, throw them in the back of the car and drive them to the school of your open enemy and expect your open enemy to educate your children against their racism, white supremacy. Are you following me? That is not going to happen, brothers and sisters. That is not going to happen at all. You might as well forget that. They will educate your children to the point where your children will actually graduate from these institutions and actually work against your rise. Now, there's some DVDs on the back from a group of brothers. These DVDs are called Exposed. In the last few lectures that I've done, I wanted to thank the brothers. I don't know them. There was a DVD that was put out called Blood Sacrifice. How many people have seen it? 2 or 3 people. Well, that gentleman ended up dying mysteriously. I never met him, but he used my voice at the beginning of the DVD, and when he died, people thought I had died. So I started getting a lot of strange phone calls. But I want to thank the brothers that put out those Exposed DVDs because it took the weight up off of me. Are you following me? Because for a minute, I was the lone voice. And I'm saying, I know other people in the music industry see what's going on. How come no one is saying anything? Are you following me? Well, this good brother, Philip A. Muhammad, he put this book out, Willie Lynch's Newest Slave. And he puts the hip-hop nation over the Star of David. And he talks about the people that are actually behind the scenes in the music industry. And the good thing about this particular book, I'm not doing a commercial for the brother. The good thing about this particular book, he calls out the people by names. He gives you their biographies, and he lets you know who's connected to who in the music industry. Are you following me? We have to understand that, because what I'm going to attempt to do is demystify who these people are. You see, we say the Illuminati, we say the Bilderberg, we say the Trilateral Commission, but those are just names. You don't know who these people are that belong to these organizations. Are you following me? We don't know. They could be sitting up in here right now. Are you following me? So let's demystify who some of these people are. Now, I'm going to go over a few things, all right? The majority of what I'm going to go over is on this DVD in the back called Symbology 101, The Illuminati's Takeover of Hip Hop. We have to understand the Illuminati is holders of the light. That's right. The light bearers. Are you following me? They feel in their philosophy and their ideology, they feel that they are the ones that's going to lead humanity into this great, I guess, utopia. But they don't include you. Let me tell you how they write you in. As I said before, they write you in as useless eaters. Read and study the King Alfred plan. Rex 84. Rex 84, the King Alfred plan. You are useless eaters. Sheeple. In some terms and in some documents, they call you goyim. Are you following me? Cattle. This is the war horn. And I want to serve notice to all of the brothers that when the war horn sounds, and it sounded, no more excuses, brother. That's right. No more excuses. When you hear the war horn, know that it's on and popping, man. Right. Are you following me? So you might have to stop smoking weed and drinking. That's right. You might have to stop hitting the little chick across town. Are you following me? You might have to stop doing a whole bunch of things simply because we're at war, as Sister Soldier said. Are you following me? Yes. So when the war horn sounds, know that we have to take to the battlefield. And know that you can't take to the battlefield, and once you're on the battlefield, decide to sharpen your sword. Right. You have to sharpen it before you enter into battle. Are you following me? All right, sisters, you can't take your homosexual boyfriend into battle with you. No, please stop that. I don't mean to be disrespectful. But a lot of black women in the conscious community have gay little friends that you go shopping with and shit. Are you following me? And this is a no-no. And if we have to get so bold as to call you out, then we're going to have to do that. Yes. See, what you're doing is you're laying the visual out for young people to follow. Right. Are you following me? And now we're seeing 12 and 13-year-olds in the mall holding hands and kissing. Right. And this is not cool. Right. This is really not cool. Now, you may say that that's your lifestyle. That's cool, but you're putting it on Front Street. Right. And if you force us to come against you with that, then fine. Well, I was doing a lecture in Atlanta, just kind of doing my thing. And the little gay dude was over here in the corner just calling me MFs and calling me out my name. And I'm like, dude, that's not necessary. I'm not coming out against gay people. I'm just saying when the table of accountability is prepared, you're going to have to come to the table and talk. There's a lot of things wrong with us. There's no one sin greater than the other sin. Are you following me? But you're going to have to come to the table. Well, he ended up threatening me that evening. And I said, that's not good, because you don't know who I have in the audience. Are you following me? You don't know who's with me, because I don't announce that. You see, the one good thing about Proffesor Grif, I don't come with the big bodyguards. Are you following me? But I wish you would try some shit in here. Are you following me? That's not going to work. No, I'm not talking tough. I'm a little dude. But can I say something in all honesty, y'all? And please answer me. If God called me and set me on this mission, should not I at least think in the back of my mind and in my heart and my soul, it's left up to the Creator that put me on this mission to at least protect me to the point where I see the mission through? Are you following me? So if you out there and you already mad at me, shit, you just gonna get a little bit more madder. Because I'm not looking for bodyguards and people with heat to protect me. If God put me on the mission, then I'm saying, look, you put me on the mission now. At least put the angels in front of me to clear the path. Because I'm going to say what you put in me to say. Are you following me? Okay. Now, whether you like it or not, I got to say what I have to say. So now, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning to speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. Right. All right? The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. That's not going to happen today. Because when I say peace and leave here, your blood is off my hands, man. Right, you know we're in the last days and times. You know homosexuality is running rampant, bisexuality. Teenage pregnancy we don't have to think about, because when you talk about the Little Waynes and these kind of characters, those are the children of the mothers that were on crack back in 85, 86. Are you following me? So that's the mentality that we have to deal with today. So I don't mean to be disrespectful, but if you're a baby Bible babbler and you coming out of the Bible, here it is right in front of you. The same with the Quran. As Dr. Khalid Muhammad say, the kiddie Quran quotas. Are you following me? But if that's all you could do is quote, then we're going to have a problem today. That's right. We have to take the principles out of the book and carve out a reality. If not for us, for the young ones. Are you following me? And let me tell you something. We talk about keeping it real. Young people today are truly keeping it real. Because they don't have these things that keep us in this straitjacket. They really not going for the religious stuff, brothers and sisters. They not. They really not. And we as older people need to come to grips with that. Are you following me? I ain't saying throw the Bible away or to throw the Quran away, but we need to kind of reapproach it. Do a remix or something. Are you following me? Okay. So, but I'm saying, if we came over here as beautiful butterflies, right? Beautiful butterflies. And we came over here, we took that 9,000-mile journey and ended up in America and dehumanizing all the things that happened to us, and we ended up as crabs. And now you have a crab education, a crab religion, a crab mentality. Crabs are even getting together and having little crabs. Are you following me? There's no possible way we're going to get out of this situation using what our open enemy has given us in the way of education and religion, especially in politics. Are you following me? So we end up in crabs in a barrel. So my solution to this is, as we climb, we pull. You climb, you pull. Not climb and talk about people. Not climb and talk about what you have. We climb and we pull. Are you following me? Knowing in the back of my mind that the person that I'm pulling has to stand on my shoulders one day and take this further. This is not about Proffesor Grif. This is a lot larger than me. Are you following me? Now listen, next year this time we need not talk about the art of war. We need not talk about these things over and over and over again. We've talked about metaphysics before. We should already have this lesson. We have to join the science of attempting to bring the spiritual to the physical. One brother told me it's about economics, brother. It's about finance. No, brother, your spirit needs to be right. Because the people that are among us that have money, let's look at their condition. Are you following me? Somebody that's close to me in my little crew ran through $5 million. We're not going to mention his name. So you see that the Holy Quran was right. A fool and his money will soon part. Are you following me? And you need to be honest with yourself. When you get a little bonus with your little check that you get at the end of the week, you don't think about saving and getting together with other people to build a library or a computer room here at this place. You don't think like that. See, we don't think in terms of a nation. Even when we speak like this, we don't think in terms. Let me stop being egotistical and let me operate as a nation of people instead of just speaking for me. Are you following me? Minister Farrakhan calls that the wounded ego of an unrepentant savage. Are you following me? We can't get past the damn ego. This ain't about Grif. It's never been about me. Are you following me? If it was about me, I would have made strategic moves way back in the 80s. That would have set me up today. Are you following me? But anyway, so we have to use whatever our ancestors left us, all right, to put a foundation together. And I've showed you this before. This is the law of correspondence. But it's obvious that some of us didn't get this. Delbert Blair talks about this. Reverend Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett. And these brothers are on the front lines, but Proffesor